Welcome back to our series on reading through the Tao. In this second video, we will continue our journey through this ancient Chinese text, exploring its deep wisdom and insights on life, nature, and the human experience. As we delve deeper into the Tao, we will uncover more of its profound teachings on topics such as balance, harmony, and the interconnectedness of all things. We will also examine how these teachings can be applied to our modern lives, helping us to find greater peace, purpose, and fulfillment.
Chapter 9. Better stop short than fill to the brim. Over-sharpen the blade, and the edge will soon blunt. Amass a store of gold and jade, and no one can protect it. Claim wealth and titles, and disaster will follow. Retire when the work is done. This is the way of heaven.
Chapter 10. Carrying body and soul and embracing the one. Can you avoid separation? Attending fully and becoming supple. Can you be as a newborn babe? Washing and cleansing the primal vision. Can you be without stain? Loving all men and ruling the country. Can you be without cleverness? Opening and closing the gates of heaven. Can you play the role of woman? Understanding and being open to all things. Are you able to do nothing? Giving birth and nourishing. Bearing but not possessing. Working yet not taking credit. Leading yet not dominating. This is the primal virtue.
Chapter 11. 30 spokes share the wheel's hub. It is the center hole that makes it useful. Shape clay into a vessel. It is the space within that makes it useful. Cut doors and windows for a room. It is the holes which make it useful. Therefore, profit comes from what is there. Usefulness from what is not there.
Chapter 12. The 5 colors blind the eye. The 5 tones deafen the ear. The 5 flavors dull the taste. Racing and hunting madden the mind. Precious things lead one astray. Therefore the sage is guided by what he feels and not by what he sees. He lets go of that and chooses this.
Chapter 13. Accept disgrace willingly. Accept misfortune as the human condition. What do you mean by accept disgrace willingly? Accept being unimportant. Do not be concerned with loss and gain. This is called accepting disgrace willingly. What do you mean by accept misfortune as the human condition? Misfortune comes from having a body. Without a body, how could there be misfortune? Surrender yourself humbly, then you can be trusted to care for all things. Love the world as your own self, then you can truly care for all things.
Chapter 14. Look, it cannot be seen, it is beyond form. Listen, it cannot be heard, it is beyond sound. Grasp, it cannot be held, it is intangible. These 3 are indefinable. Therefore they are joined in one. From above it is not bright. From below it is not dark. An unbroken thread beyond description. It returns to nothingness. The form of the formless. The image of the imageless. It is called indefinable and beyond imagination. Stand before it and there is no beginning. Follow it and there is no end. Stay with the ancient Tao. Move with the present. Knowing the ancient beginning is the essence of Tao.
Chapter 15. The ancient masters were subtle, mysterious, profound, responsive. The depth of their knowledge is unfathomable. Because it is unfathomable, all we can do is describe their appearance. Watchful like men crossing a winter stream. Alert like men aware of danger. Courteous like visiting guests. Yielding like ice about to melt. Simple like uncarved blocks of wood. Hollow like caves. Opaque like muddy pools. Who can wait quietly while the mud settles. Who can remain still until the moment of action. Observers of the Tao do not seek fulfillment. Not seeking fulfillment, they are not swayed by desire for change.
Chapter 16. Empty yourself of everything. Let the mind rest at peace. The 10,000 things rise and fall while the self watches their return. They grow and flourish and then return to the source. Returning to the source is stillness,
which is the way of nature. The way of nature is unchanging. Knowing constancy is insight. Not knowing constancy leads to disaster. Knowing constancy, the mind is open. With an open mind, you will be open-hearted. Being open-hearted, you will act royally. Being royal, you will attain the divine. Being divine, you will be at one with the Tao. Being at one with the Tao is eternal. And though the body dies, the Tao will never pass away.
As we come to the end of this video and our exploration of the Tao, we hope that you have found inspiration, wisdom, and insight in its teachings. Remember, the path of the Tao is not a destination but a journey, one that requires patience, openness, and an ongoing commitment to growth and self-awareness. As we navigate the ups and downs of life, let us keep the lessons of the Tao close to our hearts and use them to guide us towards a more balanced and fulfilling existence. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We invite you to continue exploring the Tao and all that it has to offer, and we look forward to seeing you again in our next video. Until then, may the wisdom of the Tao guide and enrich your life.